Hey everybody. So recently, Travis over at That Fishing Noob sent me a link. Said, "Hey, Kistler's opened their team membership applications. I guess I think anybody could join. It's like their lowest level. It's free team membership. All right. My daughter has a Kistler reel. It's nicer than any of my reels. My uncle sent it to her. My uncle's a big Kistler guy. I was like, okay, I'm gonna go do it. Filled it out. And then I got the opportunity to tell them who had referred me and told me, That Fishing Noob referred me. I won, as part of that referral thing, a Kistler reel. So we're going to take a quick look at it, and then I'm going to get it spooled up probably with 15-pound fluorocarbon. It's going to depend on what I have on hand. Either 10 or 15-pound fluorocarbon, and we're going to go fish it. So let's take a look at it. All right. Looking very blue on the camera. It'll be interesting to see once I edit it, but that is turquoise. Let me get it pulled out of the box here. There it is. Box on the ground. That is really blue. I don't know if that's a little better. Yeah, so we ended up, we got to have our choice, I got to have my choice of the specs. I wanted a size 200. I don't know, I just prefer a larger reel. And I tend to probably use my reel longer with less amount of line on it than you should for optimum performance, but I'm a penny pincher, and even though I like to use high quality line, I also like to have a lot of it on there, so I'm not respooling all the time. I'll get the spool down probably to a cord, till I'm casting and just about snapping off because the spool's empty. So I got it in a size 200 left-hand retrieve because I left-hand retrieve, and a 731, which I feel like is a very good middle of the road, do a little bit of everything retrieve rate. I don't know, you can tell me otherwise in the comments. I have not done the deep dive into real retrieve speeds. I think what I actually did when I had to pick was I went and I looked at my favorite casting reel I have, which is a Daiwa CC80 or CC88. I think it's a CC80. And that's the retrieve rate it is. So I was like, okay, or it's right around there. So we're going to pick the same thing. As this will replace that reel. That reel needs some new drag pads or brake pads. No, the drag pads. And so this reel is going to replace it until I get that done. And then I'll get a new rod for this reel, most likely. And I'll have two reels. This will be my crankbait, swim jig, any sort of power fishing moving bait that I want to run on fluorocarbon versus braid will go on this reel. So let's open the box now. All right. Yeah, it's very blue looking. I'm looking at it. That's interesting. All right. So reel oil, that is important. You want to have that. And then the reel itself. One-handed. There we go. It looks very blue on the camera right now too. I don't know what the deal is, but it is turquoise. Beautiful. Very light. We're gonna see, get you a little look at it. Look at the action on it here. All right, you're on the shelf. Hopefully you can hear me. So, very light. Very smooth. Yeah, I like it. The brakes, whoa. So the brakes are different, I think, than my other reels. But I'm not sure. I need to do a little bit more research on it. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I need to read the paperwork that came in the box about the reel. However, which way does it go? I'm trying to remember. I had trouble before putting it back the way it was supposed to. There we go. Brakes currently set to minimum. I'll probably put them at around 4 to start. Once I get it spooled up, get the spool tension dialed in. Let's see, does it click? It clicks. That's good. I like spool tension that clicks. Gives you a little bit more definition on trying to pick a spot. I also don't have a ton of experience with the EVA foam handles. Generally, the handles I use or have are rubber. outside of power handles. So that's new. Looks like, yeah, feels great. I'm gonna get it spooled up with, let me see what we've got line-wise real quick. So this tub has real care stuff in it, rod care stuff in it, and line. So we've got some 12-pound, we've got some 10-pound P-line, Fluoroclear. That 15 is empty. There we go. We got a whole spool of 15 right there. So that might be what we put on it. Or I do have a little bit of tactical, but not enough, because I already spooled up a reel with that. So definitely don't have enough of that. That is 25-pound. Got some big old 40-pound braid. Nope, this is what we're gonna put on it. We're gonna put some P-line Fluoroclear 15-pound test on that reel. I haven't done a line video, right? I probably should. But a part of that's because I haven't really nailed down all of the types of line that I prefer. I can tell you that fluorocarbon wise, as of right now, I'm a big P-line guy. I haven't messed with a whole ton of other. I have tried, as far as fluorocarbon goes, I have tried Cast King, Guggen, Seagar, which the Seagar was good, but it was leader line. I would say the Seagar held up. It was just leader line. And it was gold label, which is super expensive. So, the Seagar. There's one more. Daiwa. I have tried Daiwa's fluorocarbon. It was okay. So far, my experience is that the P-line Fluoroclear, which is super cheap. I want to say that this 600-yard spool is like less than $20. I want to say it's like $12 on Amazon. But I have found it to be durable, to have a low memory, and very little stretch. I use it, like I said, for crankbaits, swim jigs, chatterbaits, spinnerbaits, anything like that I'm going to throw that I want to swim and get down in the water. I put on this line. So I haven't tried on this yet to jump up to the tactical. You put tactical this year on my spinning setup, and I feel like the tactical has a little more memory, which is fine, than the Fluoroclear does. I have had more wind knots this year and that kind of thing than I have ever had on Fluoroclear. And I think the biggest testament, so to speak, of Fluoroclear's durability is a year and a half ago. So I guess not this past Florida trip, but the trip before. There's a video, I'll link it somewhere. I hooked into something between a 4 and 6 foot black tip. I didn't get it close enough to shore to see it, but entirely, but I could see the wake and I could see kind of the general length of it. And I hooked into it on my bait. I was trying to catch bait on a shrimp head. It ate a shrimp head on my spinning setup on a medium rod with a 2500 reel spooled up with 10-pound Fluoroclear. And if I had handled that fight correctly, I believe I could have landed the shark. I fought it for a few minutes and broke it off when I really started to try and I tightened down the drag a little bit and started really heaving on it. And the birds were also diving at the line, and then the line ended up snapping. So Fluoroclear, I'll do a line video at some point. Right now, this year, I'm trying to nail down braid. I have used a bunch of different braids, so drop your braid recommendations down below. I'm going to stop rambling. We're going to get it spooled up. I'll show you a quick trick on that, and then I'll see you guys on the water. Thought I'd show it to you on the rod real quick. We've got it on a Guggen Gold. I think they call this the go-to. It's a 7-foot medium heavy. Looks nice. All right, here's the fishing line hack. You got your fluorocarbon or your monofilament, so your plastic lines. Hot water out of the tap. You don't need to boil it, just the hottest it'll come out of your tap. Put that spool in there, and as the line comes out, it's going to be a little more supple, a little more flexible, and it's going to not have the memory of being on the spool. It will have the memory of being on your fishing reel. Also, put a towel down like this, and as the line comes out, it's going to shake water off, and that'll keep you from having to mop up your floor. All right, we're out of the pond, finally. We have got our Kistler Chromium 200 here in a left-hand retrieve. I've got a 3.75 inch dad shad tied on a Berkeley jig head. I think this is a 1/4 ounce jig head. The blade should get some bites. I have not come out and fished with one rod and one reel in such a long time, but I'm looking forward to getting this dialed in. Okay, we need to up our spool tension a ton there. That seems right. I've got the brake set on 4. Let's just see how she casts. Like a dream. Like a dream. I know that there's some out here. Got one. Got one. Got one on the new rod. Little one. Or on the new reel, rather. All right. Check it out. Little guy gulped it. He wanted that dad shad. And there he is. Little boy. We're not going to bother weighing him. Get him right back in the water. There he goes. He hit it. He ate it pretty quickly. I didn't know he had eaten it at first, and then I saw my line start to move to the side. Oh, we got one. So we're gonna get right back in there. See if there's a couple more in there. I think what I want to do is Texas rig a punch bug if I've got any with me. Yeah, oh, I got pink. Oh, there we go, perfect. Exactly what we need there. This is chartreuse pepper green, which we're currently sold out of. I need to make that again. I'm in production mode right now at the house. We are making ton of bait. I just did a batch of blue melon last night and all of our worm plastics, and then tonight will be a short night because we've got church tomorrow. You know, I just can't do long production nights before church days because I get up pretty early in church days. Maybe like 5:30 on church days, Sundays I should say. So what we're gonna do that action. Okay, here's my line. So we have thrown 2 different swim bait presentations. We're getting ready to throw a Texas rig presentation on here. Small profile. We're doing an 1/8 ounce tungsten weight. You could probably go to 1/16 or something this size, but I don't have any of those. I also have some 1/8 ounce weighted Ned heads we could use, but I'm gonna have a little more flexibility in what I do with the bait with a Texas rig and a weight that I can control where the weight sits on the line, and if it can slide, and if the bait is right up against it, or if the bait trails behind it. So overall, a little more versatile than the Ned head jig for this situation. River fishing, I'm doing the EWG Ned all day long. Where did my... There it is. I was gonna say, where'd my punch bug go? I know I had one like already taken out. So 2/0 hook. We just did a Palomar knot on that. I'm just gonna rig him up 2/0 is the right size for the punch bug. As you can see, fits perfectly on there. Same with the flipping hook. Put it on a 2/0 flipping hook, and you can punch this bugger through some cover. Great. Cast that 1/8 ounce, no problem. Coming off of 2 1/4 ounces, I believe. Oh, we just got a bite. We just had a bite already on the bug. Get it back up under there. I wasn't prepared for that. Casting this 1/8 ounce like a pro, though. I want to catch a fish today that I can justify putting on the scale, essentially. Probably won't happen. We don't have a ton of time. Oh, we've already been recording. We've already been out here for 30 minutes. There we go. There we go. That's a better one. No, no, no. You're not going to shake this. There we go. On the punch bug. Let's get a picture of that. Huh? On the bug. Beautiful fish. Cold. Spunky. Right in the roof of the mouth. Just how you want it on the bug. Good job, my guy. There he goes, right there. Back up under the cover there. Cool. Oh, that was a good bite too. That was a good bite too. Let's see if there's another one. Gonna call it a day. And I will see you back in the shop to recap the Kistler Chromium. Looks so good in the sunlight. Jeez. All right, so here it is, Kistler Chromium. This is in a 7.3, I don't remember. Higher retrieve speed. I have had the opportunity to use it probably 6 or 7 times now, 6 or 7 little trips, and it's performed great. I've loved it. I have thrown everything from big spinner baits to little 1/8 ounce baits to even little crappie jigs on it. No problem. Yeah, I'm actually going to go back this afternoon and use it to throw some bladed jig prototypes we're working on. But yeah, I'm loving it. Great reel, highly recommend. Kistler, I don't have a code or anything to give you. I don't get anything. They gave me the reel. It was a giveaway. I won the reel. But outside of that, like, I don't get anything from this. It's just a high quality reel. If you can afford it, and I think if they still have them in stock, they're on sale pretty significantly right now. So get out there and get one. Definitely. Right? I love you too. All right. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Hope it was informational, and I will catch you all next time.